thanks for taking the time to talk to us. I guess, from my background, I used to work for Ernst & Young, which is one of the big four practices. But, I see that Findex now sort of the fifth largest accountancy practice in Australia now. Can you tell us a bit more how that's sort of come about over the last few years?
So we're kind of in our own little market. We're that fifth largest, so we kind of have that small, medium SME market is our main market, and geographically wise, the benefit to having us at number 5 is that we are not just in our metro, we're in our regional locations as well, and we've managed to maintain those regional offices, which is a big presence for us. We kind of sit below the top 4, but we really are in our own market. We focus on technology is huge for us, so we are moving to all the online platforms and interactions with our clients. And we've got a huge range from, mum and dad, small businesses to, we've got, some large businesses as well. So.
And in terms of your client base, would you say it's like mum and dad investors to a bit of a mix, is it?
It's a real mix, I would say. Yeah. So we have a lot of our clients are, your small business, so mum and dad or family owned businesses, compliance obligations, but for example, here on the coast we have a large number of large clients that in the top 500 at the moment, so substantial size businesses as well. I think more than ever since COVID, our clients have needed us more as advisors. They really have relied heavily on us to be that trusted advisor, be on top of things for them, because they're dealing with so much personally and in their own business that it's just that need for that advisor has been greater, which has been a challenge for us as well, because we don't know where the market was going, so we've got to deal with the resources we have available. But I just think it's probably more than ever, people are turning to their advisor to kind of have the answer for them. I think it's probably not the top of their agenda. They don't necessarily think about it. Obviously they think about the easy things. Like I'm buying a motor vehicle, I want to claim the depreciation up front. So they think about those things. They don't necessarily think about the bigger picture. Probably the most I see with clients is they buy a commercial premises or building, and after the fact we're kind of going, hey, there is a benefit here for you to get a quantity surveyor report, because we could potentially claim some accelerated depreciation or some depreciation for that matter, so that we are in that respect prompting them, which is what has been great about the relationship with you, is that we're generally in the midst of trying to finish their tax, trying to finish their accounts, and so we need something that we can have a pretty quick time frame, we can liaise really efficiently with them so that we can wrap it all up, rather than having to sort of put it on hold for 2 or 3 months while we try and sort that out in the background.
And I guess that's one of our biggest challenges, is the education side, getting out to as many people as possible. And I've had, like I said, a lot of heated exchanges with accountants over the years and so forth. But we're trying to educate that when you buy a property or you're a tenant in a property, the assets that are in there, it's a live document. It's always going to change as you do updates. You're going to be adding to that depreciation schedule, but there should also be stuff you're taking out when you're replacing stuff, so you should be writing it off. It's a constant document that should be maintained, but a lot of the time, that's not their priority. But it's just, there's a lot of opportunity with deductions being missed, especially with commercial. It's huge.
Yeah. I think it's a set and forget, and that's what it is. They just don't, like anything else, they don't think about, okay, well, I need to go back and refresh this, or on a yearly or look at that document again and go, hey, what has changed here? And that's something that we prompt clients a lot with, to go, this is your schedule of assets and we should review this as part of our year-end process. but it's not something that they necessarily think of front of mind. Yeah. I think every time we refer a client to someone, we take on that risk of we're making a referral to a person that, that becomes a job of theirs, but it's always perceived kind of back as a perception of you're the referrer, so it also reflects back on you as the advisor. So I would say where we have done the referrals in the past, they've achieved a great result for the client, which in turn is a great result for us. So I think that's probably a real value add for us, is that you've got that trusted relationship where you can refer it over to someone else who maintains that high level of service that we take pride in, which is really good. Probably the other thing as well is that just on that is we can make the referral across, and where it hands over to the Koste team, it's then you're liaising directly with the client, which just cuts out the time for the middleman as well. So that's really beneficial to have someone who can just do an on-site inspection or something and be able to manage that with the client, but still maintain that high level of service that we pride ourselves in delivering for a client. So it's a good reflection on your team, and it also comes back as a good reflection on our team as well, which is great.
And when we get referrals from partners, we take it upon ourselves personally that we've got to get the most out of this, and we ask the questions to the clients or their accountants. Give us the full story. Have they done any work on the property? Was it in that particular condition when you bought it? And get the full story, so we can plan out what every deduction possible. So we're quite passionate about getting the most back. And we do offer our guarantee. 3 times a report or it's free. And we don't give many free reports, but that's our challenge. And commercial property, I love it because there's so many opportunities with it, right away from tenant abandonment through to capex write-offs, contributions, landlord contributions. There's so much in there where there's opportunities being missed by both landlords and tenants. So I love working in that space, and if you've got any clients who need any advice, just tell them to give me a call. And
I think it's that passion. It's the passion that when you make a referral and you can see someone as passionate as you are, it's a great outcome for everyone involved.
Well,